Uh, when you fuck up one pinnacle life, whether you want to recognize that they're pinnacle or not, the word pinnacle, Pinnicle, it's also a PI, and then it's an eta, L, it's I with the little dot over the light over its head, then it's a C, and then it's an L, and then it's an E. It's a capstone, CAPSTONE. There's a one digit library. Hitler and I, that's the bed we lay in, we come from, we watch over, and we write permit for staff to hear, see, and touch, if we say so. But it's by written permit. I think they call it RIT, RIT. And we also call it for the MIT. But that is his specificity. That's his area of specialty. And that is what he watches over. That is why my being born out, I'm born his eta, but out, and his bore, BOR, Melton, but I am born with an N to New York. And that is why it's so important before all the world's criminals decide they want to know something that they shouldn't know, to pick me up off the Fidelis and move me. Instead, you assholes left me 42 years out in the wide open of everybody knows you're not doing your job. National security, there's no such fucking thing. Why is any of you working, saying you're working, alive, having families, having nice lives? I don't know. I'm still in political prisoner territory, and I'm the number one woman. And the rest of you are sons of beaches. A beach queen. BEACH. If there's more than one born queen who makes a claim that they're a queen, then it's B for born, and then EACH, each. Each one of those, less important, born below Hitler and I, whatever it is that he says. So this way we don't mess up leadership, we don't mess up system, we don't mess up structure, we don't compromise security, we don't lose a breathing apparatus, we don't lose time, we don't lose equipment, we don't have major issues. So now what is your excuse, human, in some facility or capacity has been fucking up because you and your neural network were thinking some kind of shit-faced whatever because you either read, heard, or spoke to somebody who didn't know what the fuck they were doing. Nobody has gotten it right until I am safely out of New York and into Hitler's arms. That's it. That's when you know, breathing apparatus, we can take a deep breath, we're good. No, we're not until she's safely retrieved and put in his company and care. Now, I had some shitbag, I just found out, my JC number 28 says to me in private, women are oven territory. He says to me, why don't you on Instagram? You're on Instagram? I'm like, yeah. He's like, who do you follow? I'm like, nobody. I was like, I just post. And he's like, oh. He's like, do me a favor. Why don't you follow my friend, Gary V? I'm like, yeah? Why? He's like, just do it for me. I'm like, yeah, all right. So I put Gary V, GaryVee, in my Instagrammy thing of, I don't know how the hell I got so many people that I'm following, is like, I got like 83 or something. I didn't put that in. I mean, I subscribed to one, and Tony Robbins, because I knew his face. So now, I know Tony. I met him. Gary, I don't know this guy. This is like, somebody told me to do it. Right. But now I was down, and now this brings me back to, like, was he the guy who got really loud in Atlantic City at my graduation? Like, there were some guys, and they're like, do people normally flip on you, like, out of nowhere? I'm like, yeah, I've been having me my whole life. Why? Like, why? You notice that? Like, yeah, I don't know how much you guys ever pick up, but yeah. Because it's like, on the one hand, it's like, well, I heard these really great things about you, and like Mandala, and that's like my area, and I come from Belarus, and I'm like Russian, like really special, and people are asking me about you, and they have scouts, and like you have to find talent, and then report back, and then you get some kind of commission or whatever. Okay. Thank you. Like, I don't know how to respond to that. Like, I mean, does that mean you're going to, right, like, does that mean, like, you spotted talent in me and you're gonna report back and then I'll be found? Like, I'm losing you in that, like, you let out so much, and then I'm trying to find out, like, to build myself a reality of how you fit into that equation of what it will mean for me and you in relation to the grand schematic of life in some logical way. Right? I couldn't get, like, if he just dumped everything in front of me, and I'm like, all right, well, all that makes sense, but now how's that pertinent to our relationship of you just meeting me in an Atlantic City and not having any of my info? Right. Oh, well, no, but your people have your info. I have people. He's like, well, your NAR people, your Libor people, your real estate friends, and I'm like, I don't really. I'm part of this thing, but it's independent. Like, they don't call, like, I don't know any of them. Do you know that? Like, I want you to know, like, it's not like I mean, in order for me to sell a house in New York, I have to have a license. That license has to be held by some authority that tracks things to make sure that everybody's doing work on the up and up. But I sell, like, really low-end houses and try to make enough money to feed my kids, which is why I can't afford a hotel room to stay over tonight. So now you think now which one of these realtors, because I mean, I'm looking at their faces, I don't know any of them. Which ones did you think that I was with? I mean, I'm with a company, but again, I mean, it was just a random shot in the dark that I took to get to that company. It was what I passed on the highway that was closest to my house. And then he was like, right. And then he went away, and then he came back, and then he was like really angry about, like, you two are trying to run this shit and blah, blah, blah. And, wait, what, now is he gonna still, like, I mean, is that gonna, now what do I do? Like, does that mean that he's not going to do the right thing? Or is he gonna report back and now I'll be saved? Like, if he's in charge of scouting out my national security and scouting me out and reporting back, so this way I'm held safe and I get what I need in America, because he made it from Belarus to America, and that's part of his treaty here in America that he wants to keep, along with his obnoxious career of whatever the fuck he shit talks on stage. Right, if he doesn't do the right thing, how do I know? I mean, I'll know because I'll be doing nothing until waiting like a fawn on the Serengeti in America, being held as a political prisoner to every, like, veteran ever known to nobody in large quantities in secret hiding places that call themselves national security, Navy, Army, like admirals, sergeants, lieutenants, like I don't know what the fuck all your titles are. Mickey Mouse Club, Donald Duck, Goofy, some Popeyes, I don't know. SEAL Team 6, right? You got sealed envelopes, great. There's a Sigma 6, there's a Mountain 6. I got a lot of really good guys, but not a lot of people working in teams together in order to get my one situation correct. And I thought it was an easy instruction, like honestly. I don't know why you overcomplicate it by having shitbags you dragged from Belarus to America and New York, having to scout me out and do the right thing at 1, but then doesn't because I never got anywhere and I don't know what I have no way of following up. I didn't even know the guy's name. Wouldn't give me his name, wouldn't give me his number, wouldn't give me a way of following up with him. Said he was going to follow up with my guys. I don't have guys. I don't have phone numbers. I don't have names. So now what exactly is it? Like same deal you got to come into New York. I'm trying to get to go back out towards leave me alone in Ukraine. So, or Belarus or whatever. Right, so somewhere Russian grew up, right. So now, what exactly is it that you, like, so you got here, but I can't go there. Right, yeah, see, you are a lot of fucking assholes and shitbags, and then management's relying on assholes and shitbags that they make all sorts of deals with, to protect their own careers, and I go out on a golf course in all funny colors, matching socks and checked pants and hats, caps on a green, and there's lots of aerial photos of all of you fucking shitbags doing absolutely nothing, full conversations about just how much nothing you do, and what obstacles are really in Hitler and Nicole's way, being that we have to have friends at some level. Where do we draw the line in the sand? All areas, stupid, fucking dumb, and useless humans.